It's Adam. I want to introduce myself and we're back. This is the first video, so I guess we're here. So I want to introduce myself. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've always wanted to do it for a couple of reasons. One, I got a lot of stories to tell. I've always wanted to write a book, and then I seen this YouTube come out, and these content creators, pretty much telling a story through what they've been through in life. And I watch a lot of different content creators. I'm 42. I live in the center of the United States, so I see a lot of different things, a lot of different people. Been through a lot of things. Been through a lot of people, unfortunately. Only the real ones stay with you. But I've come to learn how to pick out the real and the fake ones real quick. I'm a union boilermaker, journeyman, been 15 years. Got a 16-year-old daughter, almost 17, as of right now, July 4th, 2005. Me and her mom got a pretty nasty divorce. That's one reason why I want to make this channel, and why over the years I wanted to make a book about my life and what I've been through. Because when I was going through those things in those 4 years, I always was like, felt like it was the worst, and I just didn't realize how many other problems are out there, and how many other people are out there that were struggling just as bad, or sometimes worse. I mean, way worse. So I kind of want to make the channel for that, to be able to make videos, and maybe hopefully someone watching be like, I don't have it that bad at least. And that's fine, I hope someone doesn't have it as bad as I do, or I do, or I have. I hope someone doesn't have to go through what I went through. I mean, because, yeah, I'm a good person, I'm a good dad, I love my daughter, me and my daughter got a really strong bond, but it took a lot of what I went through to get to where I am today. And that's something I want to share on this channel, this platform, and throughout everything. And one person that really got me going, I wanted to do the storytelling thing, tell them about my life. I'm not going to do it all. I'm not going to do it in this video. It's going to be over time, because I'm going to go back to day one. But shout out to Jay Williams. I love the way he can tell a story, one story at a time. And you can go back, and that's what I want to do. I want to be able to tell one story at a time and go back, because it wasn't just my divorce that was back in my life. Back to when I was, unfortunately, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years old, 15, bad, 20, bad, 25. Unfortunately, in all phases of my life, I've had good and bad. Sometimes the good outweighed the bad. Sometimes the bad was just bad. But, you just gotta take it and roll. Because, and no matter what happens, tomorrow the sun's gonna come up. It's gonna come up. The sun always comes up tomorrow. That's one thing I've learned. It's one thing I'll drop in this first video. Because I've learned that no matter what, the sun will come out tomorrow. But I do want to shout out Jay Williams, JW5150. Them are two main ones that I watch that really got me to be like, yeah, that's a good place to tell your story. You got a good community. You got people that are out there that are real, that follow you, that help you. You can help them, because it ain't about, like I said, I've been through a lot. So I need just as much help with some other people, and hopefully I can help somebody and somebody help me, and make it a community thing. And that's one thing I've seen about YouTube is you can build a great community with YouTube, and that's what I want to do. And with this channel, I also want to, not only about my life, telling stories about my life, I want it to be all just about me and my life. I want it to be about, current events too. I like to talk about sports. I'm a big sports fan. Big Broncos fan. I live pretty close to Kansas City. Been a Broncos fan my whole life, so I've taken it a lot. It's something I want to talk about on this channel. When something happens, when it's a sports season or finals or something, talk about what's going on, stuff like that. Talk about my life, stories about my life. Talk about what's going on in the world. What's going on in the world right now? It's crazy. It's just channeling political. I'll tell you that much. It will not be political because it don't matter who you go for. Half the country's pissed off. If you're hearing those shots in the background, sorry, it's 4th of July. I tried to wait as late as I could, but my town's kind of happy, so they're celebrating. So I'm not getting blown up. Lost my train of thought there with the blowing up. Thought someone was trying to blow me up because I was talking about it ring at the same time. Yeah, so I was about current events at the same time as telling, stories of my past life. I don't want to give it all away at one time. I mean, I think that kind of defeats the purpose of having a channel and a community and a base. There's times I want to go live and, talk with my community and, whether it's a story or something that happens or breaks. So this is the first video, but it's a stepping stone to start. Gotta start somewhere. I don't have a good studio. I don't have a studio set up yet. I don't have that good of a mic. I got an okay camera. Well, my background's my daughter's paintings and some Broncos football. One of my favorite players, Chan Bailey. You know it. I just know one thing, this country's gotta come together. That's it. I'm 42, I was born in 83, and it just sucks that, I don't know. We'll get there though. We'll get there. But as we're sitting here on 4th of July, it makes me think of one thing. People get pissed off sometimes when you celebrate the 4th of July. Hold on a second. Even on the 4th of July, people are getting mad. Like, it's a little late right now. It's past curfew. I don't care. I hope they shoot them all night long. I hope they shoot them all. I'm bringing back the time I remember my dad will get into. He didn't get to have me and my sister very often. I got a twin sister. Shout out to my sister, Amber Quinn. She's married. She's got 4 kids. Her husband, solid dude. D. Love you. I think we were about 12 at the time or so. And my dad, he worked at the post office too. I don't remember what it was that year, but he didn't get us on the 4th of July for some reason. It was like the day after 4th of July or day before or 2 days after or something. I know it wasn't 4th of July. My dad went out and got a bunch of fireworks. He owned a house in a cul-de-sac in a neighborhood. I guess he talked to the people in the cul-de-sac and none of them cared. We shot the fireworks off in the backyard. And there was houses on the other side that had a cul-de-sac that faced the back of his house, and he'd go talk to them. And we were lighting fireworks off, we were having a good time, me and my sister. And this girl comes out. He's like, "Can't you wait another day?" Something like that. And my dad's an ex-military, Marine. Shout out to my dad, VMS 542. We did 2 year deployment on a USS Roll. He worked on a flight deck. He shot planes off the end of the day. It was one of the great. It's an honor to say I'm his son, for real. So we were lighting fireworks off, we're having a good time. Girl comes out. Why can't you guys stop? You know, it ain't 4th of July yet. Why can't you wait 4th of July? Why can't, you know, whatever. My dad goes, you know, it's our freedom. He goes, I only my kids every day. He goes, we're celebrating it right now. And a girl comes out and says something else. And he goes, you know, he goes, you were worth my time overseas. He goes, don't come over here and ruin my time. She says, what do you mean? He goes, I'm ex-Marine. And she walked around and went into her house. I was 12, 13 at the time. I really didn't know much. I know now. Just let people celebrate. Just, you don't know. Just let them celebrate. It don't matter. We only get this time of year once a year. Every year. Life's short. Super short. So, I'll leave it there. And, about how life is short. You know, let's do one more story and we'll get off here for this time and make it the first video. Because this is kind of going, that goes back to my childhood. That's a little bit of what's going on right now. I just moved into the house I'm living in about 7-8 months ago. It was winter time when I moved in. And, like 1st December when I moved in. We had a pretty hard winter, long winter, cold winter, longer than normal. And I would say living out in an apartment 2 years before I moved into this house. So I didn't think much about it. I was working a lot. I worked a whole lot. I was working 6 days a week, 10 hours a day. Springtime rolls around. I got a little couple lives next door. Didn't think much about it. Grass starts getting a little bit tall. Don't think much about it. Come home one day, front yard's cut. I'm like, dang, thank you. Well, I was pretty sure I knew who cut it. There's the old people next door. Not that guy on the other side. He don't talk to me. It's a whole other story. But, so, next day I come home. And I go over to the guy next door. I was like, hey, you cut my yard. And this guy's in a wheelchair. He's 83 years old. He's got a riding lawnmower. I mean, so that's one thing. But he's still in a wheelchair. He's 83 years old. And he cut my yard. And I'm young, 42. I can do whatever, you know. I was out working, making money, you know. He didn't have to cut my yard. So I come the next day, get money. And so I don't need it. I said, it don't matter if you need it. I was like, you know, life's short. I want you to enjoy it. I said, I appreciate, you know, you doing this. I come home to a fresh cut yard. I said, I appreciate it. It's like mid-May or so. And I remember talking to him. He come in my backyard the next day. And he fixed my fence. And I talked to him one more time. Give him a little more money. And he's like, I don't need this, I don't need it. I was like, nah, that's fine, man. I was like, oh, that's fine. I was like, you know, life's short. It's like, just like I said before, life's short. And so don't worry about, you know, the yard. Because I got your yard front and back. And I told him, I said, I'll do weed. Because he said he couldn't do weed. And I said, I'll weed your yard and my yard. I said, all right. He said, don't worry about your yard. I'll cut it. Just do weed. And I said, okay. He said, I'll do that. And we'll do this as long as I'm kicking. I told him, don't say that. It's the life's short. So don't take it for granted. Because he kind of laughed about it. 4 days later, an ambulance showed up out in front of our house. He never made it home from the hospital. Just like that. You just gotta enjoy everything. Everything, everybody, you know, and it sucks, it's sad, and I'm cutting his wife's yard for him now, which I enjoy every bit of it, you know. But life can just turn like that, and you just gotta enjoy. You gotta enjoy people that are there for you to help you, appreciate them, show them that you appreciate them. You know, I know that he passed away knowing that that he knew I appreciated what he did for me, and he knows that I'm gonna take care of his wife, like, you know, until she gets up there with him. So we'll leave it on that for now. I mean, that's just where I'm at right now. I just, you know, me and my daughter live here in the house, 42. Boilermaker, summertime. Boilermakers don't work in the summer, unfortunately. Well, I don't know. Just spend a lot of time with my daughter, so this is kind of a good thing. But on that, you know, I'm gonna let you guys get out of here. Have a good night. Have it forward. Thanks for watching the first video. I hope to grow this community and keep it growing. It's bigger than it needs to be, and help as many people as we can help each other. You know, no politics, no cussing. Don't be crazy. Let's just be, you know, family. That's one thing I like about the other channels I watch is, you know, it's I want to see family. That's what I want. I want to be family. And one thing Diddy Williams always does is, you know, his little salute to his people, and that's the same thing I'm gonna do on my closings. So I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm gonna do my first closing ever. Enjoy. Have a good night. Be blessed.